So now I've put some of the road markings in, and I'm pretty happy with it. It looks alright. The road now is starting to look like a more believable road. It's all looking, pretty good. I'm really happy with it actually. All I did was put the 10 Commandments stickers down just to weather it slightly. They're all a little bit dirty. Just focus in on that. Just to weather it, got some sandpaper and some charcoal and just sprinkled it on, wet my finger and rubbed it over gently. I know I've probably got some of the road markings in wrong places, but A, it's a diorama, and B, prototypical isn't my favourite word, to be honest with you. This is a model, and I'm not a traffic warden. And to me, probably upset a few people now, but prototypical is totally fine, but it's modelling at the end of the day. I don't know if anyone agrees with that, but if my kids can come up here and go, wow, look what you've done, that's what I'm after. I'm not really worried if I've got it slightly in the wrong place. I'm looking at it from a modelling point of view rather than a sort of traffic warden point of view. That's not to knock anybody, but that's just the way I feel about it. But I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's really starting to be believable now. But I think, because I'm getting quite excited by the way this is looking, I'm going a bit fast and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave it now, come back to it tomorrow with fresh eyes and take my time again. I think the next thing I'll do after that is grass in the little centre aisle there. I'll put some grass around there and start drilling in for the security fence. But it's alright, I'm pretty happy with it actually, very happy. Quite pleased with the road. You go and look outside and there's lots of these marks everywhere. These marks down there, it looks like wheels have been going down there. It's going to be quite grimy under the bridge, the girder. So I'll put an extra bit in there. Oh, Capri in there, can't beat that. Right, so I shall carry on next time. So I've done quite a lot actually, so I thought I'd better do a movie. So I've put the grass in the little display area. I'll just get the stand. So all I've got to do is get the flowers to go in the middle there. Hang on, Max wants a word. Say hello, Max.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
What are you up to?
Nothing. What do you want to play when you get down?
Alright, we'll have a little play when I get down. Come and see this.
Okay.
And I've put the track up there. That's all ballasted up. I've started putting the security fences in. Put the grass underneath there. And some bushes up by the side there. But it's really coming on now, I really like it.
Wow!
So there you go, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Isn't it, Max?
Yeah.
Well done. Do you like it?
Yeah.
What I was saying earlier, that's what I do it for.
Almost got you, Sean.
So I'm going to carry on with the rest of the bits now. So I've just finished putting some extra foliage around the tree. What I didn't want to do is just end up with a similar look to my last diorama of just green. Nothing wrong with it, but there is enough materials out there for you to create a much more natural look. So really I've gone from that to that, which I think is way more realistic, and I'm really really happy with it as well. I mean, look at the security fence. Excuse my iPhone, I know it keeps going in and out of focus, but it's the best camera I've got at the moment. But I'm well happy with that, I really am. There's some scenic cement on there at the moment, so you'll see the drips. but to me that looks really, really natural. And I had trouble getting some flowers as well, but then when I went to the model shop and a bloke said, well, you know, 176 scale, a flower is going to be like a pinhead, so yeah, I thought. So what I've done is I put, you got scenic cement on at the moment, so you can't really see it, but there's some coarse turf actually. It's got a red sort of look, almost like a rose bush, and that looks quite nice. When the tower's in there. But that doing the overgrown bit over there has really added some colour. I'm quite really pleased with it, I must say. And I love the security fence, it gives a nice bit of detail. It's definitely looking realistic. I think I'm going to leave the rest of that mud on the embankment. I was going to have it all grass, but it's just not going to look realistic enough. I put some really long grass in there as well. Again, not sure if it will pick it up. But that's really nice, I love that. I really do. And what I'm going to do is just to add a little bit more interest to the scene. When I was down the model shop, I found some cones, construction workers and a skip. So I think about here, what I'm going to do is try and create some sort of scene, some roadwork scene. And what I'm thinking is, rather than just flat, why don't I get the drill and drill into the actual MDF and actually create almost like a 3D scene. And again, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but what I was thinking was you could get like a toothpick, put it in the ground as if it's a pipe. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I think it would just add a bit of extra interest to an already fairly detailed scene. I mean, I'm totally over the moon with this so far, especially this bit down here. That is my favourite, probably actually my favourite bit of modelling I've done. Yeah, I would say that is one of my favourite bit of modelling. I think what's making it look so good is the different colours of the flock, you know, the autumn look, along with the security fence. So yeah, I'm well happy with it at the moment, when I keep saying that. Right, so I think in a minute I'm just going to have a bit of a break and work on that roadwork scene, so I shall update you and see how it goes. It's always a bit of a risk when you're doing something like this, keep not changing but adding to it, because once I put that drill in that board I could mess it up, but hopefully not. But loving that bit. So I've just done the other side, all looking good. Just thought I'd show you before I finish up tonight how I got on with the roadworks. It's not finished yet, very basic, but I'm going to build up the scene. What I've done is dug into the road and put a matchstick in, a cocktail stick in there. Don't know if you can really see it, but with the cones I've got around it and the construction, man, I think it's going to be a good little scene. So that's all for tonight.